So we'll start building out like that and like that. We can go ahead and say that maybe we don't want those walls in those spots anymore. And we'll delay that flight as well. We'll get those walls out of there. There is a lot of baggage coming and going, which is sort of to be expected. So you're going to load up and head out. Yeah, we'll delay that flight by an hour. We'll delay that flight as well. There is so much coming and going from that space. I'm really liking it. It's really, really good to see. Because I think in terms of money, it's doing some good stuff for us. So that's nice. We've got that going for us. Now let's have a look here. If we go back to infrastructure and go to taxiway node, let's bring some taxiways up like this. And let's do the same over here as well. And that might do some good for us. That might give the aircraft some options in terms of their taxiing. It might not. It might not do anything, but I know that aircraft that land can at least sort of use this instead of the road that goes in front of the other taxiways. So they should be able to move around at least a little bit better. Which I think will be really nice. It could also be an idea to perhaps actually connect across to the larger aircraft stands at some point. So that the medium aircraft can use this secondary taxiway and skip the smaller stands. But we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. ESG03 has a delay. I believe it's going to be moving out, though. Let's see here. ESG05, we'll just delay it by an hour. Yeah, there's still a lot of delays on that, the east side of the airport there. Then there's a delay at 06 on the west side as well. Yeah. I don't know. And it does look like aircraft are going to be keen to use this section of taxiway over this one. Because I guess technically this one's closer to the medium stands that they're going to want to go to. So I do think we are going to want to get some medium stands over here sooner than later. I think what we could actually do is go into infrastructure, and we could actually build one of these right away down here. I really like the idea of having a medium stand all the way down here. I really, really like that idea. So I think we give it a shot. I think we do it. We're going to build that medium stand. We're going to get the asphalt for the service road. We could, by all means, connect that service road over here as well, but that's going to start bringing airport traffic across this road, which I don't think is going to be a good idea. I really don't think that's going to be a good idea. What I do like the idea of, though, is bringing this road down a little bit, because we could put some refueling stations down here as well. So we'll see if that's a thing that we end up doing. And we're also going to need some taxiway. So, taxiway foundations, asphalt. We're going to want to go from there. So I believe like that. Go 5 by 6. And come across like so. And that's going to be the first medium stand on the new side of the airport. Which is hopefully going to get things moving really nicely over there. I'm pretty sure that side of the airport can handle it no problem. We got a lot of people coming through the security exit there as well. I'm not quite sure why my ramp agents are there, but, you know, we'll leave them to it. It does look to me like baggage is being handled fairly well. I'm not sure if it is actually using both belts at the moment, but I mean, I assume it is. I'm not sure why you're all just sat in there. That's a bit of a weird thing to be doing. I wonder if we need some benches outside. Is that a thing we need? Do we need benches outside so that people will stop sitting inside the baggage area? I definitely feel like that's a possibility. I definitely get the feeling that that's a possibility. Let's throw some benches into some of the into the bus stops outside of that baggage area, just to see if they'll actually get any use. Because it would be really great if they did. But it does look to me like so many of those people are actually, like, heading into the other terminal. It looks to me like they're just waiting around to go into the other terminal to get on a different flight. So I really don't know what's going on there. I really don't know. Oh, wow. This is actually all done already. Fantastic. This is also being built already, which is great news. Let's see here. Do we want to set the pushback point for you? I guess technically there is where that pushback point's going to be. I guess we're also going to want to go ahead and put down some more of the light wood floor over here. I know I've said that this side of the airport is going to close at some point for upgrades, but for the most part, the medium stands are... I was going to say they're going to stay the same, but they're actually not. We're going to have to do the medium stands a little bit differently now that I look at it, because baggage handling is here, and on the other side, that is one of the medium stands. That's actually slightly worrying. I didn't realize that that was the case. I'm going to have to figure that out, I guess. Let's go to areas, though, and let's get this to be all secure. So all of that secure and all of that secure as well. We can get our new boarding desks into the new gate. And then we're going to want to get the gate seating as well. So let's get these double rows in here. Let's see. There. And then a gap of 1, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Actually, no. Is it a gap of 1? It is a gap of 1. Okay. So we'll go ahead and just throw as many of these into that space as we can get, which is going to be that many. And then I believe once that's all done, we can go ahead and open this. I don't know what this red blip is about there. It does have a pushback point. And it is... Oh, you know what it doesn't have? You know what it doesn't have? It doesn't have taxiway nodes. There we go. So now it's got the taxiway nodes. I am sincerely hoping we have enough airport staff to keep everything running. I'm also wondering if... Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, Saturday is going to be a busy day. Saturday is going to be a very, very busy day. I'm also sort of wondering if we could maybe start looking at a 3rd runway. That's probably something to consider, at least. A 3rd runway is absolutely something we're going to need to be thinking about. Because... Oh, that does actually... It did use that. That's not bad. Okay, well that's kind of nice that it is actually using that, that section of runway. I really want a 3rd runway. Or a taxiway. I said runway there. I really want a 3rd runway, and I really think we need it. I think it could do us a lot of favors. And I do feel like we just about have the money for it. So the real question is, can I get it central? I think that's actually central there, isn't it? No. And I don't think it's ever gonna be. But I think that's as close to central as we are gonna get with another runway. So $100,000 gone. There we go. Small runway. Let's see here. We'll delay that flight by an hour. We'll get that 3rd runway in there. This is all being built, which is fantastic. We are going to open it to commercial flights, which apparently it won't let me do. Not attached to a boarding desk. Okay, that'll be why. Let's not delay that flight any longer. Let's just get this all built. What are you waiting for there, buddy? There you go. Get that seat in there. Let's get a couple more workers up this way so we can go ahead and throw in the 2 boarding desks. There we go. And at some point, I do want to put some shops in the spaces between these. We could actually get some really, really big shops in there as well. So it's technically some, you know, high-level shops, which is kind of what we're going for. So that'll be nice. Let's set you to commercial. Let's connect you to the baggage bay there. And then those are the security checkpoints. So I guess we are... That is a distance. That is a serious distance. open that stand. Let's go. So that is going to be EMG03. There we go. That's kind of a serious distance from everything else in that airport. But I'm hopeful that the east side of the airport can actually keep up with it. Because I do believe yeah, EMG03 already has a bunch of flights scheduled on it. So, you know, money's not going to be bad. I'll tell you that. Money is not going to be bad, but we may run into some issues with that side of the airport not being able to cope. That's my concern. That's my area of major concern. So let's go ahead and queue up some boarding desks down here. Like that. And I think what we'll do is we'll put some gate seating in a very similar way to what we usually do with the medium gates. We'll just line up a bunch of gate seating down here. And we'll see how it plays out. We'll see if things go well or if things get a bit crazy or, you know, what ends up happening. We'll put some more seating just like that as well. And then we could totally get some toilets done here. Let's see. WSG01, I think it has just moved out, so that's fine. This is going to be so busy, though. This little corner. And especially, like, over here is going to be even worse. The queues are massive in this part of the airport right now. So I suspect we're going to see some pretty severe delays because of that, because people are queuing out the door right now. So we honestly probably want to start closing down this side of the airport once our money gets back up to where I want it to be. I just don't know when that's going to be. Probably maybe about $500,000. Actually, we need to finish the new runway first and then start talking about money. So let's get construction on this done, lads, and then let's extend it until it's 800 meters. We'll delay that flight. We'll delay that flight as well. So let's upgrade you to asphalt. And then we will pause for a second. We'll go one to the west. We'll go one to the east. One to the west. One to the east. And then one to the east. That'll bring it up to 800 meters. So that runway is now long enough for whatever flights we want to bring in. We just unfortunately don't have the money to connect it to the taxiways right now, which is a bit of a shame. So we're going to be waiting a little bit. We're going to be waiting just a little bit. Let's see here. Fix that runway. And this one over here is also in need of repair. Let's see. You're running late. Let's delay it. At least the check-in area is looking a little bit less busy, which is always nice. Man, this airport got super busy super quickly. It really feels like it got super busy super quickly, but I can't really say I'm complaining. I'm kind of liking it. Let's see. Commercial and baggage bay is going to be that one. And then I guess we open that stand as well, which is technically going to be west medium gate 1. So there we go. West medium gate 1 is good to go. We should then see some flights get scheduled onto that automatically in time. It may take a moment. We'll delay you. I'm not actually seeing anything. I guess we maybe don't have any medium flights being offered from the airlines right now. Oh, no, hold on. There we go. West medium gate 1 just got a bunch of Wildcat Air flights. In fact, it's exclusively Wildcat Air at the moment. Which I can't say I'm complaining about. That's going to be, you know, even more people coming through the... I keep saying even more people, and the more I say even more people, the more I realize, good lord, there's going to be even more people coming through this airport. My frame rate is at 15 right now. My frame rate is 15 and lower. Ridiculous. All right, looks like we've got everybody coming through for the Wildcat air flight over here, which is kind of exciting. I do think it's probably not a bad idea to go ahead and start getting some queues on these security spaces, because we don't actually have them yet. So I think something like this, just going back and forth, is probably more than enough for the security area. So we'll go like that. We'll do similar here. We are going to leave a gap between all of the queues just because I can, really. So these three here are going to be the first security checkpoints to actually get some queues, which I do hope is going to make things look kind of nice around here. There we go. So you guys can all go ahead and queue up to get through. Looks like you're doing all right with it as well. We've got some staff going through those. We probably do want to say that, like, this middle one is, like, staff only or something. But I don't think we need to stress too much about it. It does seem that we have a lot of people that are kind of running late on the west side at this point. I wonder if maybe expanding our security area to include all of that could help a little bit. I doubt it, but, you know, we might as well give it a shot. You guys are coming down for that Wildcat air flight, which is good. I assume that flight will be landing shortly. What are you guys waiting on over here? I assume there's a plane coming down here. Yeah, that'll be the Wildcat flight. I guess it landed over on the other runway, which is fair enough. Then you're going that way. You're going to head up, and you guys are going to be heading in this way. Okay. Okay, we got the Wildcat flight coming through. We've got all of you guys getting off of that flight, which I have to admit, looks awesome. I wonder if I could do, like, custom textures for aircraft in this game. I wonder if it's possible to mod in, like, your own custom airline really easily, or if that would be really complicated. Because I would love to put, like, Conflict Air in this game. That'd be really cool. Also, so many people got off that flight there. Coming down to the baggage reclaim area as well. I still don't believe I've seen any luggage on this second carousel here. I really don't think I've seen anything. It looks like it's all going to the left. Well, the top one technically, but it comes in here and goes left. Which is a bit of a shame, really, but that's fine. At least it still works down there. Let's see then. So, in terms of money, I think we're doing all right. I do think we're doing all right. You know, money is back up where we want it to be. I do believe we now have enough to connect up this third runway. So let's go to here and let's say that we want to go 5 by 6. And we'll go down to this end as well and say we want to go 5 by 6 there as well. We can go the whole way across here, which is going to be about $88,000. And then what way do we want to connect this thing? Because obviously we want to connect it in a way that's going to not cause too many issues. But I'm kind of feeling like we just connect to... I mean, these go straight up from the stands, so maybe just doing this would make the most sense. I think that might just be the way we go. Those go straight up from all the stands. We don't want to delay anything or push the planes around too much. So I think that'll work. I think that ought to be fine. It's obviously going to be a lot of construction to do, but at least it does give us that third runway fairly soon, at least. So let's get these nodes in the whole way over to there and up to there. We want to go like so as well, and like so. ESG03 has a delay. Let's just get that sorted. Let's also open this runway, because I believe aircraft will land and treat it as though the taxiways are finished. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. Hopefully something good. And I do mean hopefully something good. There's obviously no guarantees there, but, you know, we can dream. We can definitely dream. In fact, this runway is probably going to need some holding points. So there and there for a couple of holding points. We'll delay that flight a little bit. And we probably also want to make sure that repairs are constantly going on both sides of the airport, because I have been neglecting that a little bit. So let's just make sure that all of our stands are nicely maintained. So this one down here needs a bit of a repair. This one over here, basically they all do, is what I'm noticing. It seems like all of our stands are in need of at least a little bit of a touch-up. So there we go. That should keep those all in fantastic condition. This top runway is getting its first plane, which is fantastic. That plane's going to act like the taxiways exist, which is fine by me. It is currently waiting on that flight going around, though, which is a little bit annoying. But it's not too much of a big deal. Looks like everything is just moving around fairly decently, actually. Yeah, it looks like everything's actually flowing a lot better. All of our flights are sort of going where they need to go. You know, taking off where they need to take off. It might actually be worth having that top runway be like maybe the left side. I don't know, because we can say that runways can be for takeoff only or for landing only. So what if left side was like landing only, this one was takeoff and landing, then this one was departures only? I don't think we want to do that yet, but I do think that's something I want to at least keep in mind as a potential idea. I definitely think that's something to do. Now let's see here. You are waiting on baggage. Baggage is being loaded. Fantastic. So that thing is actually working just fine. Okay. Let's see. Are we staying on top of fuel? No. No, we are not. Can we request some extra fuel for this thing? Because it definitely seems like we're going to need it. Definitely seems like we're going to need it. Good lord. Why are there so many people here? What are you queuing up for? Stripe Air? I guess I'm assuming that's a large flight. Wildcat is a big flight, and what? Yeah, it's just a lot of Wildcat flights. Let me have a quick look here. Oh, okay, so you're queuing up for that, yeah. So these Wildcat flights are... There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, and we actually have Zoom coming in soon enough as well. Yeah, I'm really glad I'm not doing manual stuff with the with the flight planner anymore. Really glad I don't have anything to do with that, because that just seems like it would be a nightmare. Security seems to be handling things fine with the 3 checkpoints at the moment. People are, you know, waiting in queues a little bit, but I'll be honest, I've been in longer queues. I don't think we're going to need to worry too much about that. Especially since these larger flights are on the tarmac for like 4 hours at a time, so there's plenty of time for people to get through. It looks like everybody's gotten through that needed to get through there. Actually, Westgate SG02, which is this one, hasn't even boarded yet. Boarding has been open, so I wonder if check-in and security are maybe our problems. Maybe we do actually need to open one more security checkpoint. I guess we'll give it a shot, see what happens. So we'll go up to there, and we can say that you are going to be opened. And hopefully we can get some staff for that. We can actually go ahead and probably hire a few more employees. We'll get a few more bits of, a few more members of airport staff. And a few more members of security staff as well. So there we go. That'll be 4 security checkpoints opened in the new terminal, which I believe is the same number as the old one. No, the old one is 5, but one of them, you know, 4 of them are very, very small, so. I mean, I look at the security area for this airport, and I do realize why there are so many delayed flights out of the east side of the airport. It really does make sense when you look at it. It really, really does make sense. Now, the good news is this security checkpoint is now fully staffed, so people can start using that. WSG06, why are you delayed? Baggage loading in progress. Why has baggage not been fully loaded onto this flight? 6 out of 11. What's the problem there? Is it possibly because the baggage cart went too quickly and didn't get all the luggage, or... I mean, what is going on with this? Why is this flight still on the ground with only half of its baggage? That's not good. That's not good. You are going to have to depart without all of the baggage, I'm afraid. That's just going to have to be what happens. We're not going to delay any more flights. In fact, maybe I should change my flight planner to say that we don't delay flights. I think we're going to have to send away all of the delayed flights. And I think I'm also going to look at the flight planner and say that we maybe want to try 30-minute delays between future flights. Just to slow things down a little bit, you know? Tiny little bit. To maybe make the airport function a little bit more smoothly. That might help us. It might not. We'll see, I suppose. I'll tell you what I will do, though. I think it might be an idea to look at some of these shops, because I'm pretty sure we've run out of contracts with them, haven't we? So you are a small shop. You guys don't want to move in here. You guys don't want to. So Turner is going to move into that shop there. This place is going to have Fly Go. And then this place is going to have Quick Stop. So there we go. We can get a couple of shops in there. I am looking at this area and thinking we could totally get a nice big shop in that. So let's get that done, since we don't actually have any giant shops in here. We'll go to doors. We'll go to large sliding door. We'll get one there and there. And we can go ahead and say that the floor in there is going to be, let's see. Let's say nice wood under the doors, because I do like that look of the nice wood separating things. And then maybe the dark blue matte in the store itself, which is huge, by the way, just in case you hadn't noticed. It is a nice big shop. We should be able to get some really good contracts with people for these as well, which I'm kind of looking forward to. So let's do a shop counter. Let's see, there possibly? Or there, is it that way? No, it's that way. There's a shop counter there. A shop counter there. And we can go ahead and start putting in some of the large shelves, which I think will be a pretty good idea. So we'll go like this the whole way along that side. And we'll do the same just down here as well, which is a gap of 2 away from the counter, then a gap of 1 between all of the shelves. And then I think we'll do a gap of 2 again. This is just going to be a huge store. It really is, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing if we actually get people using it, because if we don't, then I'm going to be really annoyed. If we do, then I'm going to be really pleased. I swear I can speak. We can actually lay these out perfectly as well. So, let's see here. Items, shelves. I said items, shelves, large shelves. It'd be really nice if I could actually see where I wanted to put them, because as it stands, I can't. So, there, and there. So those can all go in. We can go to contracts. We can see what we can get here. We can actually get a 5-star store. Let's do it. let's do it. Let's get a 5-star store in there and get that all built. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing if that works out. Also curious to see how my builders are actually going to handle, you know, building it, because they, I assume, are still kind of busy. Yeah, they're still ever so slightly busy at the top end of the map. Just slightly. But we'll get that store in there. We'll see if anyone actually uses it as well, because they might not. They might happen to completely ignore it. But hopefully they don't. Hopefully they actually get that thing built. Who are you guys? Like, you guys have been standing there. You, I assume, are a janitor. Okay, well, that just makes me think that the airport is running really, really well at the moment. Because the janitors are standing around with nothing to clean. Which is good, as far as I'm concerned. That sounds like a good thing to me, so I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it that the janitors are quite happy with this development. My builders are slowly working on the foundations over here. And are also getting the shelves in. These shops are up and running. They're not really making that many sales, but they are at least up and running. And I guess the left side of the airport, the new side of the airport, is working really nicely. I guess the next step really is going to be to get some medium stands over here. You know, it's going to be to get more medium stands up this way and to possibly start closing down the right side of the airport so we can go ahead and completely renovate all of that. Because obviously, you know, baggage handling needs to be removed from that space. The vehicle depot, the fuel depot, the aircraft control tower, that all needs to go as well. Speaking of the ATC tower, actually, I don't believe we have a large one. No, we don't. Let's go ahead and put a large aircraft control tower somewhere, since we don't actually have one. We can actually put it in this corner really nicely. So I think putting it, I think there's a good spot for it, to be honest. Yeah, let's put the aircraft control tower there. 250,000. Oh, God. I did not look at how expensive that was. Why didn't I look at how expensive that was? I may have slightly not bankrupted, but, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money I just spent on that thing that we really didn't need to spend. But it's done. It's not gonna completely break the bank. Just a little. It just breaks the bank a little. Which is fine. We can make that money back. It's obviously not too much of a big deal. Oh my God, I did not realize how expensive that was. I was just keen on placing the aircraft control tower. I need to pay attention. I really need to pay attention. Good Lord. Let's go ahead and put all that concrete in there. Let's do the same over here. Let's see the money go away. There we go. Down to $30,000. That's not much. That's really not much. But we can get it back. No problem. Also, something we can't get back. Sir? Sir? You appear to be... Okay. Okay. You appear to have stopped in the middle of the road to refuel. I feel like the game's getting to the point where it really can't handle this many people moving around. And that upsets me because I'm having a lot of fun here. But yeah, something that we can't get back is my frame rate. It's currently going between... There's another vehicle going across the entire airport. It's currently going between 20 and 10. If I have the game running at normal speed, it's at like 20. If I do 3 times speed, it goes down to like 13 FPS. And there's literally nothing I can do about it. And that upsets me, because I really wish there was something I could do about it. Let's see here. The staff are en route to the new store. I really want to see this place working. I really want to see this store actually make some good sales. I just have my doubts that it will. Although it is a 5-star store, so maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I think we've made some pretty big changes to the airport. I'm quite happy with the changes that we've made thus far. Obviously, still some work to do. There is still a fair bit of work to do. There's a lot of stuff to be built. We got to get the ATC tower in there. We got to get all the concrete in there that I've just put down. But this is I'm really proud of this airport. I think it's coming along really, really well. So I'm really, really pleased with it. I'm so pleased with it. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. There is still work to do, though. This isn't the end. We are not done with Emerald City Airport just yet. Still plenty of work to do, despite the frame rate. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you again for watching. This has been Airport CEO. Part whatever it is. I have no idea. I've played so much of this game recently. Like, I swear to God, I record this video, you're watching it like 3 weeks after I recorded it. That's how much I've been recording. Also, this right here is possibly the source of at least a few of our problems. This is fixable. I'll fix this off camera. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you, Ken, for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.